I'm Nancy Lato. Today, me and my colleagues will be presenting the reason why India is an attractive country for foreign direct investment.
My name is Firuz Asfar, and I would like to discuss the political, legal, and economic environment in India.
My name is Antoinette Blade, and I will cover India's foreign trade policy, as well as opportunities for trading partners.
I'm Tan Huynh, and I will talk about international economic integration in India.
My name is Dominique, and I'm going to discuss some current events occurring in India's market.
India recently moved from a closed economy toward a free market economy. It is the world's second highest growing economy and is viewed as the second most favorable outsourcing destination. Talking about culture, Indian religion forms one of the most defining aspects of Indian culture. The most spoken language is Hindi, but English is used for national, political, and commercial communication.
Political, legal, and economic environment. India is a federal republic consisting of 28 states and 7 union territories. The political environment of India consists of an executive branch, a legislative branch, and a judicial branch. The executive branch consists of a president, a vice president, and prime minister, and the legislative branch consists of a bicameral parliament, also known as the Sansad. The Sansad has 2 sections, the Council of States and the People's Assembly. The Council of States, also known as the Rajya Sabha, consists of 250 members, and the People's Assembly, also known as the Lok Sabha, consists of 545 members. The judicial branch has 1 Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court has 1 Chief Justice and 25 Associate Justices. The general political environment of India is one good for reforms in both economics and investment. And even though they have recently stalled, many experts believe that the Indian government will push through with the reforms, and these reforms will provide opportunities for foreign investment. Overall, it is a very interesting time in India. For the first time ever, they've had a stable enough government to where they can make reforms to their foreign investment policy.
Trading partner prospects. India has many invitable incentives and resources to attract foreign investors. These incentives include special economic zones, or SEZs, a foreign trade policy that encourages exports, a growing middle class with disposable income, and low-cost, high-skilled labor. Specifically, there are a total of 114 SECs currently operating in India. Exporters in these areas are exempt from trade barriers, sales and income tax, licensing requirements, as well as relaxed FDI restrictions and customs clearance procedures. This will also help facilitate India's goal of their foreign trade policy, which is to double exports within 5 years. The policy also entices status holders to technologically upgrade their sectors by permitting imports of capital goods duty-free. Something also to consider. Because of the growing middle class in India of over 50 million with increasing disposable income, consumers will continue to drive demand for new goods and services. With the demand for new goods and services, you will need labor for your manufacturing plants or call centers. In India, there is an abundance of low-cost, high-skilled labor. The UN expects the working age population to continue rising over the coming decades to a peak of roughly 70% by 2040. All of these resources and incentives make India an attractive country for foreign investors.
International economic integration. Countries all over the world enter economic blocs or trade agreements to enjoy the freedom of tariffs and trade barriers. India, as an emerging market and a new player, has been doing no different. On its part, India has reduced tariffs and trade barriers against imports from other countries. At the same time, its leaders have been negotiating for memberships to other regional economic blocs. By doing this, India has been giving and receiving favorable tariff rates among member countries and a wider economic cooperation in the fields of trade, in services, intellectual property, and investment. For the past few decades, India has entered quite a number of agreements and economic blocs. For example, the Comprehensive Economic Cooperation Agreement with Singapore. This would result of a visit to India by Prime Minister of Singapore on June 29, 2005. The Comprehensive Economic Cooperation Agreement promises a free trade agreement on goods and services. Above all, it provides an improved double taxation avoidance agreement. In addition to agreements, India is also a member of a variety of economic blocs, such as the SAARC or the South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation. SAARC was established in 1985 to encourage cooperation in agriculture, rural development, science and technology, and population.
Current events occurring in India's market. Due to the increasing number of countries and organizations collaborating with India over the past few years, India's positioning in the global business environment is changing for the better. Let's take a look at some current events occurring in India's market. Companies such as JP Chase, Citigroup, Morgan Stanley, Lehman Brothers, and Deloitte are all looking into expanding their operations offshore to emerging countries such as India. Deloitte plans to invest $100 million to begin developing, hiring, and deploying in India. The Deloitte Tucci Tomachi report indicates that offshore operations give financial service companies a backbone in new and emerging markets where there are more revenue opportunities than in developing markets. Although there is no specific number of jobs that will be created in India just yet, Forrester Research predicts that about 3.3 million jobs will be lost in the United States and created in India. Investment and business opportunities are also arising between India and other countries. India and Japan are planning to launch 24 green cities in the Delhi-Mumbai Industrial Corridor. The first of these cities will be developed in the Dholera investment region in the city of Gujarat. It will include optimized energy supplies, 24-hour drinking water supply, bicycle and walking tracks, and waste and water recycling systems. The idea behind these green cities is so that every place will be within walking and cycling distance. This will eliminate pollution from public transportation systems and individuals who commute. India will benefit from this collaboration because it will give India the opportunity to learn from a more efficient country such as Japan. The United States is also looking to create deals with India. This November, Obama has made various trips to India in an effort to jumpstart new trade deals. Obama sees India as an opportunity to sell exports to a rapidly growing market. Not only will India benefit by being able to import goods that they need, but the new deals will also allow the United States to create a job security. About 53,670 U.S. jobs will be secured by finalizing these deals. One of his plans are to reform export controls that were put into place because of the previous administration's concern about the nuclear industry in India. In conclusion, we have talked about the 4 reasons why India is an attractive market for international business. With favorable government policies, political and legal stability, international economic integration, and current investments taking place that will improve India's economy, India will make a good place for business.
In